Hello, Stephen, for the
Right.
second time today.
Indeed, indeed. It was the 200th episode of Blubbering for Britain early today with myself and John. Started off 4 years ago and it's still going strong. And this is episode 5 of Inspired by Invideo. If you're watching us live, thank you. If you want to make a comment too, please do. If you're watching the replay, in this show, you'll see 2 short lessons about how to use Invideo, and you'll also see 2 example videos which were quickly created between 2 and 4 o'clock this afternoon. So that's how quickly you can actually create videos. So thank you for watching us. Where shall we start, do you think?
Well, before we plunge in,
Okay.
just to remind people that Invideo is 3 different products in one, if you like, and that you can take an existing item and turn that into a video. You can start from a template and you can start from scratch as a video professional with all the tools available to you. So one attempts to automate it and then allows you to tidy it up. One, you start with something that somebody else has already created, and the third one, you start with a blank page and you create your own product into.
And the only limit there is your own imagination, because you can do anything you want with images, with video, with text, and you've got a library of images and videos to use. You've also got the ability to add music and text and overlays. Well, you can go mad, really, using Invideo. We're going to keep it simple today, though.
Yeah, and the other key factor is if you get stuck, there's 24-hour support, and it's brilliant. It's quick, no more than a couple of minutes turnaround, and someone is there to help you.
And you just need to press the button on the page. Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
All good. Right. Shall we begin with a video you created earlier and take it from there?
The video that shows you how to create an advert from a template.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to bring that up on screen. I'm going to turn my camera off.
You can turn me off because I'm in this video as well.
I can turn John off as well. I'm going to adjust the volume on the video. And John, would you just like to describe what's in the video?
What I've done here is I'll show you how to use different bits, but I've tried to keep it really simple to get people to get a starter on. I've used the template, which was not created by me, not created by Invideo, but created by one of the guys that joins us here, Marcin, and I'm not going to pronounce his surname because I get it wrong every time, but you'll see his name come up in the thing. So perhaps you kick it off, Stephen, and off we'll go.
Hi, I'm going to show you how you can make a short 10-second advert. I'm going to show you how you can make a short 10-second advert. I have a need to make an advert for a client who's going to an exhibition. So I'm going to click on I want to explore templates. Now, as you can see, there's a huge amount of templates available and more coming every day. Now, templates fall into 2 categories. They're free ones, which can be either made by Invideo or by Invideo users who've contributed them, or there are also marketplace style ones which you can buy once and use many times. So you don't buy it one off. You can, once you purchase them, they drop into your purchase templates and you can use them again. Well, I'm really looking for something that's not going to cost me any money, because this is a fixed price job and I want to make a profit on it. So the first thing I want to be able to do is see how you can do things here. So I'm going to show you that if you click on clothing, you only see clothing adverts. If you click on festive, you'll only see festive adverts. Or you can pop back and click on all. Now, I particularly am going to use this on Facebook, but you can actually use all the different ratios that are available. to select them by. So you can do a 1:1 square, a 9:16 vertical, but I actually want a 16:9 because I will add this to his YouTube channel afterwards. So I'm looking, as I said, for an event, but the event's actually called Cafe Culture, so I'm looking for something that's got a bend towards the coffee environment. So I'm looking through these. As you can see, there's all sorts of things: fluffy pancakes, White Castles, homemade classic recipes. But as I said, I'm looking for something with a coffee bent. There's a coffee shop thing there, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. So I'm going to look further down, and oh, Jon's Cafe. Oh, this one must have been specially written for me, Jon. Anyway, this one's by Marcin, sorry if I mispronounce it, Jakubowski. I think his name's been shortened because I actually think he's Marcin Jakubowski. But it's a cafe launch ad, and I'm kind of doing a launch event. And it's got food in the background, so that looks cool. So I'm going to click on that, and we'll use that one. And as you can see, we can see how it looks natively there without any alterations. So now I'm going to click start with this template, and it's giving me a tip while it loads up, and here we are. Here is the event thing. Now I'm not going to spend hours showing you all the different changes, but I'm going to change the logo, I'm going to change Jon's Cafe, I'm going to change all these other things. But what I'll do is, just to show you how easy it is to put your own logo in and change one piece of text, I'll do that, and then we'll have a look at the video after I've done all the different text changes. So for the logo, I know I've already got this loaded, so I can go to uploads, and as you can see, I've got lots and lots of stuff here already loaded up. And if I scroll back, I'm pretty confident I'll find the logo I'm looking for, and it's this catering equipment one. And to do this, it's a simple task. I drag it over on top of the logo, and hey presto, it's automatically sized it so that you can see it. So the next thing I want to do is change the text here. And I'm not going to spend ages doing all of them, as I mentioned before. I'll do an example so that you can see it's easy to change them. Cafe Culture. Ooh, would help if I could spell even. Cafe Culture Show. I missed the space out, but again, it's easy enough. That's great, but it looks like something out of an old western. So what I can do is change the text style and look for something that's more of the order of what I like. So I'm going to see what it looks like on Montserrat Black. It's got the kind of look and feel that I want, but it's a bit big. So I want to change the size. I have to unlock. So I'm going to change the size, and I'm going to put 66 in there, because that's, you know, roughly 2/3 of what it was set to before. And hey presto, Cafe Culture shows there. Now I can move it around, so I can move it up a bit, and can you notice the centering guideline that automatically shows when you do that? So that's great, but I want Cafe Culture to be a little bigger, so I'm going to unlock it, and I'm going to make that 72. Still would like it a bit bigger, so let's try 80. And there, I've got something that I think's there, and I'm now going to change the rest of these. Now, if you want to alter a particular item, you can use the layers to identify that item. So if I click on the layer logo, you can see that the logo's there, and you can see that the layer name has changed to Cafe Culture Show, and we've got grand opening October 21st. Okay, this event is not on October 21st, so I can go to the layer, click back to edit there, and the actual event is on the 28th to 29th. Okay, and you can see then that we've changed a couple. I'm not going to spend ages doing this, as I said, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save this bit of video, and what we'll do is we'll have a look at the changed version. Okay, so now you've seen the video, and I've shared it with my client, and there's a couple of things that we need to change. The first one is quite straightforward one. They're not on stand A9 any longer, they've moved to stand A6, which is a 50% larger stand. As often quite happens when you get to the end, they sell you a larger stand to a price not much more than you paid for the stand you already had, to enable them to fulfill the show's space. So I need to change that to A6, so I'm going to go to layers, click on stand A9 and click on edit and change that to A6. Okay, so now we've changed that, and we'll just click save, make sure we've got it saved. Now the real bottom line is that it doesn't really say cafe culture, does it? It says curry. So what we're going to do is go and have a look at exhibition, which is more, help if I could spell, wouldn't it? EXHIBITION, exhibition, because that's really what they're going to. So we're going to go off and search the videos, and as you can see, there's lots and lots of videos about exhibition. Now if we look through, there's one here that quite catches my eye, looks quite interesting, so let's play that and have a quick look. And as you can see, it looks a bit like worker bees or ants, but it does look quite good. So I know it says it's Minsk, but we're not really going to worry about the fact that it's not even a catering equipment show. People won't be concentrating on that, that'll be the background. So I'm going to close that, and I'm going to change this simply by dragging it over here and putting it on the background, and it asks me what I want to do. Now there's three options. I can stick it behind, and then I can use the controls to switch the videos, but I'm not going to do that. I want this through the whole thing. I could add it as a layer, but it already exists as a layer for the existing curry background. So we're going to hit replace. Now the first thing it shows me is that this is 13 seconds long. So you can see that there's an in time of 00 and an out time of 13 seconds. Now my advert, I only want to be 10. I want it to be 10 seconds. Because I'm going to use it on Facebook, and I'm even going to use it probably as a Facebook advert, and I believe short and sweet works well. So what I'm going to do is drag the ad to approximately the 10, and then looking at the out time, I'm going to accurately go to 10 seconds, as you can see here. And now I'm going to click done. So now I've made my two changes. I can preview it. I could as this is a single scene, the whole video, I could preview it down here, but I'm going to export it when I've checked that those two things are correct. So I'm going to hit preview and export, and this will give me a medium type resolution view of what's going to happen. And I'm pretty pleased with that. So I'm going to hit export video, and it's giving me a tip, and then it's going to go over here and it's processing. So it's going to take a couple of minutes, and it is damn quick. It does usually only take a couple of minutes, but I'm going to stop the video here so that I can show you the completed video. Hi, so now you've seen the final video, and that's just a short.
Oh. It seems to have just cropped the end off, but it was just going to say that it's a short video to show you how you can take an off-the-shelf template and turning it into what you want it to look like.
There are 2 Jon Uptons now.
Get rid of the video now, Stephen. I don't like seeing 2 of me.
Okay, so remove the video, and we're back to the 2 of us. Yeah. Now, one of the things that
I'm hoping that will encourage people. Sorry,
yeah.
Stephen.
No, it's okay.
I was just saying I would hope that would encourage people to give it a try.
Well, just jumping with both feet. I mean, the thing that came across in the video is the fact that you're actually enjoying yourself, which is the way it should be when you're actually doing something, because you make a better job of it. And the client was happy?
Yes, the client was happy. Unfortunately, he didn't end up on his stand. He was taken ill in Scotland on the Friday before.
Oh, dear.
But the show and everything was still a success for them. But
Yeah.
he went to Scotland for a week and ended up in hospital in Dumfries or somewhere like that with stomach pains. He's back home now.
Right.
And he's well.
Good. Glad he's recovering. Right. Now, if you're watching other than on the Be Live in 5 page, if you can switch to the Be Live in 5 page, you'll be able to comment on the show, and it's comments that drive us. Any questions about Invideo, then please do ask them. We're here to help, and there's always the Invideo group, which you can all join, and you'll find, as Jon said earlier, amazing support in the group itself. And I agree totally with Jon about the level of support that Invideo give. They literally, I don't know how they do it. We don't know how they do it. They're there 24/7, and you just press the button and you'll get an answer. Now, in terms of the show going forward, last week Kevin Arrow joined us live on camera and showed 4 of his videos. If you're watching this and you're thinking, I'd love my video to be on there, there is no charge. You can actually put your video up, and when we do a critique, it will be, on the whole, positive. Okay, so that's stage 1, is the first video. Now, the second thing, Jon mentioned it earlier, I'm just going to bring up a short video. This was actually created within Invideo this afternoon, because the live show was this morning. And what I did was to take the live show I did this morning, crop the last minute out of it to say, well, to actually create a video which says thank you to everybody who watches our live shows on a Thursday morning. So let's bring the video onto screen. And I've not done much to this, as you'll notice in a minute. I'm going to switch my camera off, because otherwise you will be seeing both me and Jon double. And I'm going to press play. And this, as I say, was broadcast live this morning. And this is an outtake from that video, and with apologies to Jon, added soundtrack.
Nice join, wasn't it? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Blabbing for Britain, 200. That's 2.
It's gone silent, Jon. Hang on a minute.
Weeks. We've only missed a couple over that time, but we've done 200 real broadcasts. So that's 4 years of blabbing for Britain. Exciting, really, isn't it? So it's time for us to go. Yeah. So I'm going to say goodbye from the man in the hat from cold and dreary Scotland. The man from Stoke-on-Trent, whose palm trees are swaying in the wind. Or is it a hurricane that they're swaying?
No, it's beautiful here, 90 degrees.
It's quite pleasant here, actually. It was really nice yesterday here, and Stephen stuck a thumbs down, so I'm assuming that in Yorkshire the weather was horrible. Anyway, and then it's Stephen down in our southwest correspondent from the northeast of the southwest, and then it's from me in Solihull. So it's goodbye from us all. episode 201.
Okay, now as I say, that was created directly out of the show this morning, imported into Invideo. The title across the top was added, the music backing track was added, and like many things, this is a first draft. So I will be back to that video and I will refine it until I'm happy with it, adding additional text and making sure that the video says thank you. It's thank you to everybody who watches our show. We've done 200 now, John and I, and it's great that people do support and follow us from the USA, from Canada, and from the UK. And today's show was rather special because it's not every day that you actually celebrate working together, well, playing together for so long, is it, John?
No, that's a long time. I mean, Stephen and I have actually been friends for a lot longer than 4 years. It's about
Indeed.
15 years, isn't it, Stephen? Maybe even longer.
It is now. Yeah. I mean, but that's just a quick way of actually putting a video together. You take video you've already created, import it into Invideo, add a soundtrack, and it's as simple as that. It's just everything we're showing you today. I mean, John's was a labour of love. This was, I've got to get this done for 3:30. So I downloaded the video, shortened it to the last minute because we do an hour-long show, and then having got the last minute, I actually then went on Invideo and created the video. So I can. And
you created the scroller running across the bottom as well, didn't you?
That was part of the show.
You
didn't notice it.
Oh.
That was part of the show.
Yeah. Notice it during the show.
That's it. I did do it on purpose. It wasn't running the whole show. I just ran it for the last minute. So because I had this video in mind when I did it. So let's take that down off screen. So we've shown you creating videos from a template. We've shown you creating videos from content that you've created. Now, in addition to that, there's a big library of content, isn't there, John?
There's lots and lots of stuff around, lots you can play with. So you're going to show us something else, Stephen?
Right, I will in a moment. Well, okay, let's have basically a local paper yesterday actually produced this, and I think I've got the right video. Yes, I have. I can just take that one off. I can bring this video up. Yesterday, that's me again. The local newspaper interviewed myself and the president of the Training Association, Margaret, in a newspaper article. And I'm going to, well, before we show the video, I'm going to take that down. I'm going to show you how I took a newspaper article and created the video. Then I'll show you the video. That's probably the right way around. So here's creating a video, short video, and I'm going to hide my camera, hide John's camera. He's got it now. And we're going to play the video. As I say, this is to actually show you how easy it is to create an Invideo video in 5 minutes. Let's go for it. Right, I'm going to create a video on Invideo, and I've gone into the area where you create it from scratch. So I'm going to remove the logo. Yes. And I'm going to move the text down to the bottom for the moment. Now, earlier today in the local newspaper was an article about twinning, about myself and Margaret as president and chairman of the Twinning Association. What I want to do is to make a small video. So what I've done is I have downloaded the slide, which I'm going to upload into Invideo now. Okay, so it's going to go into the directory, and I go down to twinning. If I can find it, twinning, and sort it by date, and that's Margaret and Stephen. So I've got the image, and the image will be uploaded momentarily, and I'll just slide the image onto the screen, and that's it. So that's stage one, And then stage 2 is I'm going to take some text from the article, so the Advisors and District Twin Association, and I'm going to put that into the text that appears there. So there's the text. I can put that in there, and I can stretch it so that it fits there. And now I'm going to go to text and add a second block of text which goes onto the screen, and the text I want this time is the one that was in there. So I can copy that and bring it across to Invideo and edit and change the text and put that there. And I'm going to add some music now. So I go to the music library, and we want something which is upbeat, so I'm going to go for bright, and I'm going to take a listen to the music, and I'm going to select the music, and that's the music that goes with this video then. And it's as simple as that. I've actually created the first draft of this. Now the thing about this is you're actually going to do several drafts. This is where we start, and I can preview it, and it takes a second to work out the preview, and that's it. Okay, and I can just preview and export. So this time it will play with the sound, which you won't hear, but it is as simple as that to actually create a video. Okay, now it's not long enough, so I'm going to close that, and I'm going to change the length of the video to 15 seconds. Okay, so I've typed in 15 seconds, so that's okay. And that the music should expand to actually fit the video automatically, but that's it. That's the video created. So preview and export again. This time it shows me at 15 seconds, and I'm going to export the video. And this is version 1, so it gets exported, and basically what happens then is Invideo processes the video, and the first thing you want to do is to rename it. So I'm going to rename it Twinning, and date it and save, and I can wait for that video to be processed. Simple as that. How quickly can you create an Invideo video?
And now you're going to show us the video itself. You've gone silent, Stephen.
Microphone on. Microphone's on. Hopefully you can hear me now. And now I'm going to bring
we can hear you now.
Bring a bit up. So this was an article published in the paper. Photograph was digitally available. So I got the photograph, as you've just seen. I brought it into Invideo, and I'm going to switch my camera off, switch John's camera off, and then just quite simply press play. I think. No, I'm not. Let's come back for a minute, John.
Oh dear.
Okay, it's okay. I've got it's under control. I'm going to take the video down.
Bring it back up again.
Well, no, I need to refresh.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. We'd like to talk about something. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So the show is yours for a second.
Thanks. One of the gremlins of live is the gremlins. They come in from time to time. I think you noticed that Stephen's voice kept disappearing and coming back. We don't quite have yet the same capabilities of a television studio, but I know that once Stephen's refreshed it will set everything back to where it needs to be, and we'll be able to hear all of Stephen's words and to watch the video. And here he is.
That's the plan. That's the plan. So let's try this again. This is take 2. So I'm going to switch my camera off. I'm going to switch Jon's camera off, and I'm going to press play. Now, the thing about that is it's only a short video, but people actually scrolling through their timelines will see it, and they'll see that everything, they'll hear the music, and it could attract people. But that, like I said with the video when I was doing it earlier, is the first draft, isn't it, Jon? You wouldn't release a first draft.
No, you'll go back there. So you could have the text sliding in and the picture rotating and all sorts of wonderful tricks that you can do in Invideo.
Yeah, and you if you was an upbeat video, you want to have upbeat music. So that was just a short and sharp video, just to show how easy it is. I mean, that was the video that I showed you was real time. Creating it took 5 minutes, and it needs another 10 at least.
But the important thing is, though, it's got movement. Yeah. And movement catches the eye. So if people are scrolling up their timeline or through Stephen's blog, they'll see activity and it catches the eye. Whereas a static picture there, I mean, it used to be a picture says 1,000 words. Now it says a video is worth 1,000 pictures. So movement is key. Catchy music is important as well.
It is. I know a lot of people surf with the sound off, but if you've got catchy music, then you can draw people in. And throughout the series that we're doing now, this is series 1, episode 5 of Inspired by Invideo, and we're looking forward to episode 200 of Inspired by Invideo. So we've a long way to go. No rush. We can actually show you different things each week, and if you want us to display your videos, just contact us. And if you need help, you go to the Invideo group or ask either of us. And Jon posted a link early today, which will get you into Invideo and get you a free trial. And that is on your timeline, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
It is.
All good. Right. If you've got questions, then please ask in the group. And we may well, in future shows, hop into the group and look for questions and answers that we can share with you. Because you can see, top right-hand corner, this broadcast is an Invideo broadcast, and we are pleased that we can use their logo and make it sort of official. So
we have their stamp of approval.
We do. We so do. And we didn't ask them until we'd done 3 shows, and you were all so kind to come and watch us and get involved. We've had 2 people on the show so far. We've had Matt and we've had Kevin, and we look forward to featuring your videos and answering your questions.
I mean, if you've got something you want answering, we're both happy to do little videos like we've done today to show how to do things. So please don't be afraid to post here. Can you show us next week how to do X? We would love to.
Indeed. And if you've got a video to share, if you contact myself or Jon, then we'll give you a Google Drive link and you can upload it to G Drive and we can play it in next week's show. It doesn't get any easier than that. Just send us the video and we'll take it from there. And if you could send us your bio as well, that would be good. If you want to come on air and talk to Jon and I, then you're more than welcome to do so. If you want to give us a list of questions you'd like to be asked, we can ask those questions that you've approved.
And we're hoping to get 1 or 2 of the team to come on and be interviewed on here, aren't we, Stephen?
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. We're in constant contact with the team at Invideo, and they're very supportive and helpful, and they are going to be coming on the show in hopefully before Christmas. I'm not tying anybody down to date and time, but we're hoping that they will come along and join us and talk about how Invideo started and what their plans for the future are and what their role in Invideo is, because there's a team behind this. and we know there's a team because we know that they work together. Certainly in the support group, which has got about 2,500 members. So we are, what's the word I'm looking for? Ambassadors for Invideo.
Yeah.
And we love being so. And it's just, as it showed through in Jon's video earlier, this is so much fun to actually do, to actually create, because I'm not artistic, but I use Invideo and create something which is reasonable. And Jon's made a great point in the video earlier. You've got to create video that you're happy with, because you've got to sell it to your client. So you need to take as much time as it takes to actually get the video to a level that you want it. And then once you've got it to that, then you can show it to your client, or you can put it on Facebook and show it to the world. Now, as we've demonstrated today, we're actually playing videos, recorded videos in the show. And we are on Be Live. And on Be Live, we can play videos at any point during the show, up to 100 megabytes in size. And as I say, just send your videos in and we can upload them and play them. Right. So
the other key factor is that, you know, little one-man band or great big marketing department, this product is for you. Yeah. You can make videos for your own use, not just for resale to customers. So think that this is easy once you get past a certain little level of, people say, oh, it's intimidating, there's so many options. But the truth is, it's easy to learn by starting with a template. So if you start with a template, see all the tricks that have been used by the template author, and then you can start using them yourself, and progress to doing things from scratch and creating your own, totally your own videos. Please come back, Stephen.
I'm coming back. It's okay. I was listening. The other, we've shown you creating videos from scratch, videos from templates. The other way is creating videos from a script. Now, this is what first got me into Invideo. I took advantage of the Lumen 5 tries for a year for free, and I enjoyed myself so much. And then it ran out, and Lumen 5 is, I'm going to say something, it's darn expensive. So ever since then, I've been looking for an application where I could give it text and I could then create a video from images and text. And all I did the first time round, when I used it for the first time, was to put together a little script, which was all about Be Live, obviously. And I put the script into Invideo. And what happened then was that Invideo took my script, and what it did was it matched videos with each individual phrase. So each phrase became a scene in the video. It selected either a video or an image and put those in. And I was then able to go in and edit. And I could edit any aspect of any of the scenes. So I was able to craft, because I do, Jon knows, I do 7 or 8 shows a week now. I was able to craft a video which showed all the different shows that I do on Facebook Live. And I was able to do it from a script. Okay. And then I imported my own pictures. But the thing about Invideo is that Invideo has its own version of artificial intelligence. So when you give it a script, it will do a best match from its stock library of images and videos. So it's actually taking a lot of work away. And it's the easiest way to try it. If you write a short script, go to invideo.io, put the script in and let it do the rest. And it's a great way to actually learn how Invideo works. And it's the easiest way, because you're not doing anything other than typing text and turning that text into a video which you can send out. So what we're both saying is, do give Invideo a try. It's free. We'll post a link later in this video so you can actually find it. But Jon, shall we close for today and enjoy the rest of
I'd just
Halloween?
like to say one more thanks to Marcel Marcin
Wait.
because without him I wouldn't have had a template to show you how to use. So lots of templates, lots of ways you can find them, and off you go. It's dead simple, really easy to do, great fun, and very profitable if you can sell them.
Oh yeah, you've got the rights. You can sell any Invideo video to anybody. And right, are we out of here? Is that a wrap?
I think it's goodbye from us. So it's goodbye from me, goodbye from him, and all the rest of that stuff.
All right. See you all later. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.